Alright guys, so traditional video would kind of start with me backing my boat in the water, and today I'm actually taking my boat out of the water. So tried to get out for a little bit today, and it's just windy as hell. It's not conditions that I would like to fish ideally, and you know, I'm not going to get out there and just get blown around for 3 or 4 hours to catch one fish, or maybe not even catch any fish at all. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the boat back and rig up some more of, not necessarily ultralight, but some lighter setups. I'm probably going to take that little 5.6 ultralight with me, maybe one of my medium light rods, maybe 2 or 3 rods, and I'm actually going to try out one of these new kayaks that I just bought. So just picked up a couple new kayaks. It was a deal that I just could not pass up, and Jackson Koosas. I've had Jackson kayaks before. I've had I actually just had the paddleboard. That's the only Jackson kayak that I've had. I've had multiple kayaks and canoes, but that's actually the only Jackson that I've owned. And I picked these 2 Jackson Koosas up, and I got a really good deal on them. Picked them up over the weekend. So I'm actually going to rig one of these up and try to get up in the creek, get back up in the creek that I was fishing the other day, and just try to get out of the wind. So it was a little windy today, a little too windy for my liking, and I'm not going to sit out there and get blown around and deal with, the current. The water's still fairly murky, and it's just not ideal conditions. I mean, for the lake that I fish at least, I think it's just still a little early. I don't think the fish are quite coming up yet. I think there's definitely going to be at least some smallmouth back up in this creek, at least a few largemouth. There's been some pretty big fish that have come out of this creek, so we're going to go check that creek out today, do a little fishing up in there, and just try out one of these new. Alright guys, what's up? So obviously I'm on my kayak now. Conditions were just windy, choppy, kind of gross on the lake, so decided to come out here and test out one of these new kayaks I just picked up. And it's freaking nice up here in the creek. Water is freaking pretty nice. So we're just gonna start tossing around, see if we can pick up on anything. There was a boat that kind of came through here a minute ago, and I was really hoping there wouldn't be anybody else out here today, but whatever. I hate kind of fishing behind people, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So we'll let these guys fish, and we'll play cleanup. Come up behind them and catch all the fish they didn't catch. So obviously I'd like to catch a couple bigger fish today. I'd like to go for some largemouth. Not sure if they're up here yet. Just not sure if they're this far up in the creek yet. We're gonna see. It's all we can try to do. Okay, got one, a little bluegill. Not too bad of a bluegill. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, buddy, chill out. Alright, nice little bluegill. As much as I love fishing off kayaks, guys, nothing beats having a trolling motor and just being able to effortlessly just move up the lake, or move down the lake, or move up the creek. It's just, there's literally nothing beats a trolling motor. Alright, another little bluegill here. Guys, I'm not one of those crazy species people. I think these are just standard bluegill. But they are munching on this thing, and they are all sitting right off that one pillar right there.
We're gonna move up the creek a little bit and try to get into some bass, but right now this is pretty fun. So they're not, you know, they're just little bluegill. It's fun. It's fun, guys. You can hate all you want, but I love catching some bluegill. Goodness. All right. First bass in the kayak. Nice, little largemouth. Absolutely inhaled that little jig. I was actually about to cut the camera off and move a little bit further up, but it's a pretty one. So back in the water you go. Came off that tree up there. Well, that's a good one, I think. Let's see here. All right, guys, we're starting to get into some fish. It's a decent little one. He thumped it. Oh, lost him. All right, oh well. But yeah, he thumped. That was a nice little fish. Except I lost it, but got the skunk out of the boat, or the kayak for that matter. Oh yeah, nice little fish, nice little fish. Get in here, buddy. A little bit better one. I'm telling you guys, they are coming out. One better. These fish are dark. I got that dark lateral line. Sweet. So another one on the jig. The jig is definitely winning me over right now. Guys, again, what I'm fishing, little hardy crawl is the trailer, and basically it's essentially green pumpkin with black flake, and then I'm fishing the little Ike series micro jigs. Color is Sunfish IPA. So obviously it's getting the job done today, and yeah, we're catching a couple fish, so it's not too bad. All right, we're in the creek, guys. It's going pretty well. I got a couple fish already. Fishing that Ike what is it, missile jig, basically a micro jig, 1/8 ounce. The color is Sunfish IPA. I've got a little hardy crawl, net bait hardy crawl color, which is basically green pumpkin with black flake. And yeah, it's just the fish are in here. They're biting. This is a big bend of the creek right up here, and most of the fish I've caught have came off that bend. So we're gonna keep fishing. Had to get out of the kayak for a minute, take a pee break, and we're gonna get back in here and try to catch a big one. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. That's a fish. Let's see here what we got. Decent little bass. Nice. It's the biggest one of the day, I believe. Yep. Nice little bass. Nice little bass. Yeah, these things are absolutely colorful right now. They are dark. Tell you what, guys, this jig bite is absolutely fun. Not fished jigs a lot in the last couple of years. I've never really been like a huge jig fisherman, but stepped out of my comfort zone today, and it's resulting in catching fish. So cannot complain. And I am a huge believer of the jig now. And again, this is not like a, you know, giant football head jig. This is literally just a micro jig. I'm kind of more comfortable fishing the micro stuff, I guess, if you will. That's a fish. This one feels a little bit better, maybe. Or not. Man, they are inhaling this jig. All these fish got good little bellies on them. So yeah, guys, this jig is getting it done. One of my favorite things about kayak fishing is the fact that you can get into all these little spots, and you know, it's not like you're sitting here getting waked by ski boats or anything. Like, this is a freaking guts fish. Oh goodness. He is wiggling. Okay, so clearly I was talking there, but it's another fish. But why I like kayak fishing, back to that, yeah. But yeah, you're not getting waked by wakeboard boats, you know, you're not even, it's just you in the water. It's very, that feels like a decent fish. A little bit better. Really, they're all about the same size. Everything that I've caught today has been right around the same size, which obviously they're small, but I mean, they're fun. It's fun to catch at least some bass. I haven't been catching any at all, so appreciative for sure, but I'm looking for that big one, and he is just very elusive right now. We're gonna keep on casting, and hopefully we'll run into him. I'm trying to smack him in the head with this jig and see what he can. No! Broke a rod! That sucks. That sucks. Well, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Alright, we're gonna end this video. Ended up at the creek. So, got to try out this new kayak today, Jackson Coosa. Pretty nice little kayak, but yeah, I'm pretty glad I made the switch from, you know, the main lake to the creek. Started off today on the boat, obviously, and it's just too windy. So we made it back here in the creek and caught some fish today. So.